Okay, here's my latest journal. I'm calling this one the garden journal. It measures 9.5 inches tall by 6.5 inches wide. It has a 2.25 inch spine. It closes with a sari silk closure. It has two signatures, which are approximately 10 pages each, so about 80 pages total. This particular journal, I used a lot of my own dried flowers from my garden. I used a lot of old jelly prints that I had. I tried to make this journal totally a junk journal with everything that I had saved and accumulated over time here and that I've been saving to make journals with. So there's a lot of coffee stain pages in here. I did a lot of sewing. I did a lot of fussy cutting. There's some old greeting cards that I cut up and used that I've been saving for years. I had a lot of greeting cards. This journal, I tried a bunch of new different little folds. This particular one is an envelope within an envelope with tuck spots everywhere you look, and it all folds up and closes up to a nice secret journaling spots, which I really, really enjoy those. Um, this one also has a side pocket with an envelope in it for more storage. The cover I did with cardboard. I had three pieces of cardboard, a front and a back and a spine, which I taped together with some cloth tape. Then I gessoed the whole thing. Then I painted the whole thing. Then I Mod Podged on some crumpled up tissue paper to give it some texture. Then I painted that also. I used a carnelian flower shaped cabochon on the front. And then I used art clay, air dry art clay, for in making leaves and vines and that motif on the front. And then I painted all of those. Then I Mod Podged the whole thing again to seal everything in. So the cover took me about, I don't know, a week and a half, 10 days to make it. You have to, all the drying time and all of that waiting around, but it was worth it. I think it turned out really nicely. Inside, we have tons of tuck spots and flip outs, and I used a lot of window envelopes in this one. I love to use the window envelopes, love to use my junk mail. And the lots of papers that I'd had that I downloaded off the internet, but also like master boards that I had made. And then what I normally do with my master boards is I scan them in so then I can make background papers for other projects later on. I don't necessarily ever cut up my master boards. I usually just keep them and use the photocopies and the scans to make things with. But I had a lot of fun with this journal. A lot of pages sewn together to make them a little more sturdy. And we used lots of my dried flowers in this one. There was a columbine there, and lots of old postcards, fussy cuts, just different things that I used and that I'd had forever that I've just been waiting to use. I also used a lot of packing papers in this one. I painted some of the packing papers and sewed pieces of them together to make them a little more sturdy. Lots of little handmade envelopes. I used some of my little watercolors in this one. Lots of handmade stuff in this one. Embroidery. I did a embroidery flap. I also did a little piece of embroidery in one of the centers of the signatures. So that was really a lot of fun to do. I like to combine things. This one doesn't have any beading in it. Normally I try to put some beading in it. I may add some beaded paper clips to this one just to include some of my beading in there. I try to combine all the crafts that I love to do and put them all in the journals. These journals are lots of fun to make. So this one will be for sale in my Etsy shop as soon as I get it up there. But this was a real labor of love on this one. I enjoyed making it quite a bit. I used lots of garden catalog pages, cut out the birds, cut out the flowers. The last page has a little window in it that I put in so that you can see the little fairy on the other side of that window. And the last page has a fairy journaling card in it. It's a fun, cool journal. I enjoyed making it quite a bit. So thanks for watching.